Okay. Attempt number 3 at making this work. Hopefully this time it is fixed. This should do the thing now. Let's see. No. Maybe. Okay, maybe. Maybe that fixed it. Okay, are y'all back? How's this working? I hate the delay, honestly. It's so frustrating. You're trying to okay, I want to fix this, but now it takes forever for the delay to go through, and it's just... If it's not one thing, it's another. That's how it always be. I don't know where my glasses rag went either. Today is just not going in my favor today. Okay, refresh this. Now we're live. There we go. Okay. Now we've got it working how it should be. Now we can finally play the game. Let us go and free Super Earth. Let's get rid of this shotgun because that was an awful mistake. It truly was. Let's grab siege ready. That's what we want. We want to be siege ready. Welcome back in. Hopefully everything looks fine now. I think we got it all fixed. So hopefully there's no more issues. Hopefully we can just enjoy and play a fun game now. And we can wear our new cape. We just unlocked the Defender of Super Earth. Protector of the Heart. Very nice. Very nice cape for defending Super Earth. And let's grab a shocker. A jump pack. Perfect. Alright, off we go. We are ready to dive and save some Super Earth. Welcome in, everyone. I think we finally got the stream fixed, and we can finally just play the game and enjoy for an hour before I have to go do chores and stuff. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I have stories to tell. I have things to give you today. I have things that are going to make you want to vomit. We have it all this morning. Once I can confirm you all are here. No one is talking, so it would be helpful if someone could just say something to make sure my chat is working. I've been having all sorts of problems this morning. That would be much appreciated. Let's throw down some sentries. Okay. We've got everything we need. There we go. Good morning, Bubble. Now we got everything fixed. Now we can enjoy. In mobile now. Excellent. Okay. So, I am so excited to try. I was Googling some coffee stuff yesterday. Because, y'all know I love coffee, even though I have terrible opinions about coffee. But I love me some coffee. And I love specifically cold brew. Are you doing vertical and horizontal? No, when I do vertical and horizontal, it completely messes everything up, as you've just seen. And for some reason, when I'm in vertical mode, YouTube does not push me out to anyone, so no one can find me. So I need to figure out how to make that work a little bit better before I continue doing that. I know it's better for people who want to watch like in horizontal mode, but unfortunately YouTube doesn't like it for whatever reason. They want me to stream like this, so unfortunately we're stuck streaming like this until we can figure out how to make the things work. So, I love nitro cold brew, but I don't have a thing to make things nitro at home, and it gets expensive to go out and get nitro and do all those things. So, I was Googling it, and there's nitro coffee makers and things like that, but also Someone said that if you want nitro cold brew at home without having to pay for nitro and without having like a nitrogen machine and all that, that if you use carbonated water to make your coffee, it'll taste just like a nitro cold brew and you'll get like that bubbly feeling without the cost of nitro. So tomorrow morning we are going to be making a carbonated coffee, which I know already y'all are upset. It sounds awful, but it might just work, you know? It might work. So we are going to try carbonated coffee for the first time tomorrow and see, does it truly make a nitro cold brew if you use bubbly water for your coffee? It sounds like a recipe for disaster, but I'm keeping an open mind about it, because it just might be the most delicious thing we've ever heard of. Maybe. I am prepared to be wrong, but I don't think I'm going to be. Oh, there's a barrage. Fly away, run out of there. I can tell you it won't be good. Oh, have you tried it? Have you had a carbonated coffee before? Look at Dex trying different things. I'm gonna use your full legal name here. It is for science. But it sounds like, so Dex, you've tried that before. You've had a carbonated coffee, you have not? So how do you know it's not going to be good if you've never had it? Like, didn't y'all's moms ever say, well, how do you know you don't like it if you've never had it before? Like, we can't just make assumptions up in here. We got to... We've got to experiment. So I'm going to get very excited for that tomorrow. I'm not excited for, I know we've talked about it, today is the dentist day. And Emmy asked me why I'm so scared to go to the dentist. And I told her, and I blame my friend for this. I used to have a friend. And dude, come on, really? Was that necessary? Why did you land on me, bro? He went to the dentist and they said that they wanted to... Okay, you know what? You're getting kicked. That was just awful. Get out of here. I had a friend who went to the dentist and they said, we want to check for something. And in order to check you for whatever this thing we need to crack your jaw in half and then test like the marrow inside your jaw, and that will help us determine something. So that is why I am so scared of the dentist, because my buddy went and they literally broke his jaw in half, and that sounds horrible. So that is where the fear comes from, is getting my jaw cracked in half. So as long as they don't do that, I think I will walk away pretty okay. I guarantee it'll be more bitter carbonated water or weirdly flat bitter water. What the heck? Yeah, that's why I'm like, that's why I'm scared of the dentist, because I don't want to be in there like, oh, we see you have some advanced form of tooth cancer, so we are going to split open your jaw and check for super tooth cancer or whatever it is, you know? That is the terrifying thing to me. If coffee nerds can make nitro cheaper with soda water, they would have already been doing that. Maybe they just don't know, because everyone is scared to try it, right? Oh, that's gonna shock me. Okay. Let's move around here. Let's maneuver a little bit. We're in some bad positioning there, and we're bad positioning there. Okay, this is real bad. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this gun. Well, we were gonna do. This guy's gonna walk right into the shock tower. I know it. Did you destroy the shock tower? Good job. Okay. Boom. So the other thing I got to try yesterday, so this is my other story I've got, because it was frustrating and cool and a whole bunch of other things. So Wendy's. Wendy's right now is running a special. Wendy's has a limited time only super sour sugar-free Powerade. And it is delicious. So I went and got the super sour grape and I loved it. So I went back and got the super sour cherry. The super sour cherry was okay, but the grape is still the best. And that doesn't shock me, right? Grape flavored drinks are superior to every other flavor of drink. Like if you want an Otter Pop, you grab the grape Otter Pop, right? If you want a Gatorade, you grab grape Gatorade. If you want Kool-Aid, you grab grape Kool-Aid, right? We've all can accept that grape is the superior flavor of drink. So it does not surprise me that the grape is better than cherry. But what frustrated me was when I went there was the cashier was checking me out like normal. He's going through the thing like, hey, pay your money. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Paid the money. And as I was going to leave, there was another man who came in who appeared to be a homeless individual. And he just very nicely asked, hey, man, do you have like any fries or any food to give away? I'm really hungry. And the guy said, no, we don't do that. You need to go. So the gentleman started heading towards the door because he was told no, and very politely was like, okay, you have no food for me. I'm leaving. So I stopped him and I was like, hey, you're hungry, yeah? He says, yeah, I'm just trying to get some food. I said, great, let's go back up. I will pay for you. You can get whatever you want, get your food. Great. So I go back up and this guy looks at me like I shot his dog. Like he is so upset and he won't say a single word to me because I offered humanity to the guy to pay for his meal. Like he got such an attitude and it frustrated me that like what are you getting attitude for? I'm paying with money. It's not like I'm stealing. Is it because I'm helping this guy and now you feel like I'm judging? Like, oh, you won't help him, so I'll help him? Like, what is your problem? It was so frustrating that his attitude went from polite and kind to anger when I decided to help a fellow man out. Like I can't figure out for the life of me why he was so upset. The only thing I could maybe think of is, okay, maybe this guy's a regular and he's frustrated because now he's going to keep coming back and asking customers to pay for things for him. Maybe like, okay, maybe sort of that, but there was no reason for the attitude. The guy was hungry and I was buying him a burger. Like, why does attitude need to be a part of this equation? I just don't, it just really frustrated me to see someone treated that way over nothing. Again, I was paying, like he was getting his money. This was a completely legal and fine transaction. Why was attitude necessary? Good morning, Mel. How's it going this morning? Good Friday morning. It is, yesterday was a holiday for us, so it is a long weekend. It was my Friday on Wednesday, which was excellent. Very excellent. Very happy to have a long weekend. We are still working out. I will take any of your feedback on the Carlo Acutis Day. We are talking about doing Mario Maker or Pokemon. So if you have a preference, please tell me, as well as if I am in debt a bunch of Hail Marys from this idea, are you willing to take on a debt of Hail Marys for me? Since I won't be able to say them all. Let's see, where is the access code we are looking for? Are they in here? These are not the codes you were looking for. Also, as a former Wendy's manager, typically I'd give food, especially if it's past good time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they probably could have. Oh, we're in trouble. That was my bad. Polyblank, good morning. Oh, geez, I just had something. What was it? There was something I was gonna say. I forgot it. Oh, this is bad. This is a bad area to be in. Let's run. Okay, summon you. And machine gun sentry. Oh, faster? I'll happily take the Hail Marys. That is what I love to hear. That is what I love to hear. Good morning, everyone. Turret, save me. Please, oh please, turret, help. Help me very much. Thank you. Oh, there was something else important I had. I can't remember what I was going to say. It was important, though. I swear it was important. What was it? What were we going to talk about today? It'll come back to me. It'll come back.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Oh, hello there. Giant dude. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do some something for Carlo Acutis. Hopefully, we're gonna do some other. I got to submit some cat photos this morning. There is a magazine called Broccoli Magazine, and they are looking for cat submissions for their second issue of what they call Cat Magazine, where they show off, they say, the majesty, the playfulness, and fun of cats. So I submitted 4 cat pictures to them, and they're paying $75 a cat photo, which is actually like a really great price for, I'm assuming, an amateurish small publication. So hopefully in a week or two, we'll see if we can get some cat photos published. I have so many cat photos, so I submitted 4 of my best, and here's hoping that we get some good professional cat photos in there. Very excited for that.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Since I can't win the state fair to save my life, hopefully I can win the cat contest.
New mag.
I am mad though. I posted a bird. I'll have to post a bird for y'all to see. I know it was in P. Tony's chat. I got a great shot of a grackle puffing up. Apparently it's called a grackle. I didn't know that. And I wish I would have edited that one sooner, because that would have been a great one to submit to the state fair. But I guess that one will be for next year. One of the guys I follow on Twitch just finished a rosary app. Ooh, interesting. What's that all about? Anything special about it? Or was it just a first app and he was trying to make something? Speaking of making apps and things, it's interesting how many people want to use Catholicism to make money, but aren't like Catholic. Like the other day, Emmy was showing me, she was talking to somebody who they were pagan, and they had pagan altars, and they were deep into paganism and all that, but they wanted to make rosaries to sell. And I know there was another guy who was on the Catholic forums not super long ago who was saying that he was an app developer and he thought he could make money off of a rosary app, so he wanted people to tell him, what do you want out of a rosary app so that I can make a rosary app and sell it to you. It's so interesting how many, I understand from a business perspective that you're okay, well, there's a lot of Christians, so if I make a Christian product, then I will make some money. But it's interesting how many people oh, well, I'm not interested in Christianity, but I'll take your money. It's just a really fascinating thing how many people seem to be okay with the idea of, well, I don't need to be Christian to make a rosary or a Christian product and sell it to you, so that's what I'm going to do. Because you would think, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but when I go to buy a Christian product, I check out the vendor first to ensure that they are actually a part of the faith and not just using us to make money. I double check before I bought Rugged Rosary, right? I looked into Rugged Rosary and asked about them, okay, are they actually a legit company? Are they actually standing up for the values? Are they actually doing the things we want them to do before supporting them? Because we vote with our dollars, right? That matters. But apparently that's not something everyone does, and I was not aware of that. And I understand, I've had this conversation so many times with people where it's I understand we can't always choose the companies we want to shop from, right? If the only store in your area is Walmart and that's the only place that you can get groceries, then then you have to shop there for groceries, and sometimes we just don't get a choice in it. But if we have a choice, we definitely should be making the better choice. everything in America is for sale, no limits. That definitely feels accurate. I know we were talking about just the other day how frustrated it is that people are like pouring on this whole, hey, World War III is happening, but make sure that you use my code to download Raid Shadow Legends so when you're hiding from missiles that you can have a little bit of extra fun. It seems so strange that everything is a chance to make money.
Like the taste of freedom. New mag.
And like I even saw there was a guy who was he's selling military surplus, which I get, but he was full on like, you know, when the Civil War starts, you're going to want to have this vest so that you can survive the Civil War. So make sure to buy my vest. And it's like if there's a Civil War ongoing, I'm pretty sure we have bigger concerns than having a fancy designer vest. Like, come on, dude. I get that you just want to make money, but there's got to be a better way than fear-mongering it. It's his first app. He's Catholic. It's free. Each day he does it coded in the flower that represents the feast day. Oh, that's really cool. Can you drop the name? I'd love to hear the name of that app. I'd love to check it out. I don't think you can drop a link. I'm pretty sure that my links are banned, but yeah, drop a name drop that. The other one that frustrates me is how many people have figured out like how to make organic ads, and TikTok is especially bad about this, where you'll see like a big viewer or a big content creator will come on there and they'll be like, hey, I just got this new cup and I absolutely love this cup, and let me tell you a story about how my grandma's dying words were that she really wanted this cup, and it just so happens to be on sale in the TikTok shop now. Like, you tricked me into watching an ad because I thought at first it was just your regular content, but no, it's just an ad. It's a Rosarium. All right, I'll check that out. Thank you. And like that's why I'm so hesitant to ever take on any ads, because I don't want to be that guy, right? I don't want people like, oh, I like St. Waffle's content. He posted something new, and for them to open it up and be like, oh, it's just an ad, right? Like I get how frustrating that is, and I don't want to do that to people. At the same time, again, I do understand that people make content to make money. We're all out here just trying to do a side hustle, so I understand why they do it, but it's really frustrating. I am considering, though, taking on a sponsor. BlackRock is suing United Healthcare because the CEO was... Oh, after he was shot, they started proving more things? Yeah, I've heard that. Cordero Catalico. Okay, thank you. This dude is kicking my butt. Oh, and we're out of ammo. Okay, we're in some deep trouble here. There we go. Let's hit him with that. How about some shot? Selling out is the goal for most people now. I mean, I get it, right? That's how you've made it. That's, hey, I'm making money now, so that is the goal. I get it. Especially with everything being so expensive, I understand why you'd want to put more money in your pocket, but I guess there's just like a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who do it the wrong way, I feel like. So I think that's ultimately the core of the issue for me. But there is one, like I said, there is one company I am considering, and that is Gamefly. Only because I use their service. I like their service. They have saved me literally thousands of dollars a year. So, like, I believe in their service. I believe in the company. And they do have, like, an affiliate code. So I am considering maybe taking on an affiliate code and saying at, like, the end of my videos, like, hey, this game was rented through Gamefly. So, you know, if you want to support me, use this code. What would y'all think of that? Squirrels are in cahoots with the Illuminati, and the moon is actually made of cheese.
You will never destroy our way of life.
I saw somebody post about having a kid. Congratulations on your sister having a kid. I think that, pretty sure that was deleted because it was a troll. But hey, you know, it's kids are a wonderful thing. I'll leave it at that. He's a Spanish Catholic who didn't encounter the rosary until he lived in the U.S. for a while, and he fell in love with the beauty of it. That is a wonderful story. I love the stories people have of rosaries. Usually I wear a rosary for the reason to remind me to pray the rosary, but lately I've been very bad about praying the rosary, so I have not been wearing my rosary because I have not been praying the rosary, and as many people will tell you, it is not an accessory. Too many people treat the rosary like an accessory. Most of this is trolling. Unfortunately, that is true. Most of the internet is trolling. That has unfortunately become more and more true day by day. But, you know, we try and clean this space up. We try and have a nice non-trolling space. We're in trouble here. That didn't work. I thought we could maybe do like a 360 no scope there, but there was no 360 no scoping there. All right, we're in real trouble here. No teammates have joined us yet, so we might have to do this one alone. There's no way not to sell out. Honestly, the system is fixed to not only incentivize but encourage selling out. That's that was embarrassing. That is also very true, unfortunately, because as we've talked about, right, the things that get the most views are the rage baiting content, right? Like that's how you get noticed, is by making content that sells out and rage baiting content. And it's so frustrating. Like everyone's talking about, I haven't heard Gamefly in so long. Honestly, didn't know they were still around. Gamefly is still around. They're still kicking. For $20 a month, you can rent 2 games at a time, and you can keep them as long as you want. And honestly, it kicks major butt. Like I made a spreadsheet. I made a spreadsheet for this. This is how serious it was. I put together a spreadsheet and I looked at every game that I rented from Gamefly, because I don't have to pay a whole bunch of money. Like I'm not buying a game. It's not like a high risk, high reward sort of thing. So I put on a whole bunch of games that I would have never played on the list just because, hey, you know, I might as well rent it and try it. And I hated like 80 games that I rented. Out of all that, like maybe 7 or 8 of them I actually enjoyed. So that's like 65 games that I rented that I would have never played otherwise, that were not fun. So they did a great job of saving me money on a bunch of games that were not fun. So, you know, I appreciate that about them, you know? Let's see. Disengage the locks. Okay. Let's go disengage locks. So I believe in what they're doing, but like there's this one person that I can't remember their name, but everyone's talking about them. They dressed up as Miss Rachel. They were impersonating Miss Rachel, and that really upset people. They also made a post about like they were going to Disneyland and teaching the Disneyland characters about sexuality and things. You know what I'm talking about? I have no idea what their name is, but everyone's talking about them. And like everyone hates their content, but they watch their content because they hate it, and they're hate watching the content. And because they're hate watching the content and sharing it to be enraged, they get millions and millions of views. Even though everyone agrees the content is terrible and everyone hates seeing it, because it's getting engagement, that's all that matters, right? Yeah, Lily Tino, that's who I'm talking about. So even though everyone hates their content and everyone agrees they should be banned and don't want to see their content anymore, because it's rage baiting everyone, it gets seen. Meanwhile, if I just make a regular video without doing any rage baiting, no engagement baiting, none of the tips or tricks how to get more views, I'll get maybe 500 views and then the post will die, because I'm not doing any of the scumbaggy things that get you more views. And it's so frustrating because, as Dex said, the only way you can do it is by selling out. You've got to play the stupid games if you want to be noticed, if you want to be somebody on these apps, and that's so frustrating. Okay, that one wasn't my fault. That was 100% the game lagged. I fired and it lagged and it shot the ground instead of shooting over the thing like it was supposed to. So that one was not my fault. That was 100% the game broke on that one and should not count. I'm definitely guilty of watching YouTubers who cover the downfall of other cruddy YouTubers. And that's the thing, is like half of these YouTubers have to do something outrageous to get noticed so that they can be big enough to get viewers, and then eventually they'll do something scummy, and then all the other YouTubers will jump on them to make money off of them because they can cover them, right? It's a never-ending problem of, I'm going to make money, I'm going to do bad things to make money, and then other YouTubers will cover me doing bad things to make money, and then those YouTubers will do bad things, and then those YouTubers will do bad things to make money. It's just a never-ending cesspool. Let's knock this guy out of the air before he calls for reinforcements. Come on, there we go. So, but I'm really proud of what we have here, right? We have almost 7,000 people who tune in to look at D&D memes, to talk about Catholicism, to play Helldivers, and that's not nothing, right? 7,000 people is a fairly sizable chunk of people. So, and I do it without the rage baiting, without all the other terrible things. So we're making it. We'll never be huge, but here we are. Oh, I finally remembered the thing I was gonna say. Yesterday I saw the live action How to Train Your Dragon movie. We went and saw the new live action How to Train Your Dragon, and it was wonderful. They did such a good job with the remake. Basically nothing to complain about. It really just, they was basically a shot-for-shot remake. They did a great job with giving Toothless a lot of personality. They did so much good stuff with that one. So if you were on the fence about it, the live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie is phenomenal. They really did a good job with it. So go watch that one. As always, Gerard Butler kicks major butt in it. Am I doing something wrong here? Like, are we... Do we need to aim this thing or something? Like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. $7K? Yeah, we're at 7,000. Well, we're at 6,000. Let's see. It's like 6,770 subscribers, something like that. So we're almost to 7K. So we're out here doing it. But that's YouTube numbers, right? So that's a little bit different than the other stuff. Not like Twitch, where subscribers on YouTube are a lot different than subscribers on Twitch, right? Okay, I can't see what we're doing here. So we moved this. Apparently we were doing it wrong. I've never done this mission before, so let's get this into position. Oh, hello there. Will this automatically tell me when I'm in the right place? No. No, it will not. Okay, why isn't this twisting? Why is this mission not working? Why is no one joining my mission? Why is everything broken? You know, it's like when I was streaming with Peter the other day, he was saying like, oh, well, Waffles is a big streamer. It's like, well, you know, it's hit or miss. I don't know if I'd call me a big streamer, because some days we have like 150 people watching. Some days we have like 3, right? So like it's hit or miss. I don't know if I'd consider myself a big streamer, but 7,000 people, it's nothing to sneeze at, right? So okay, now we've aimed this. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. Was that a hit? That was a hit. Okay. We aimed this, now we're doing this right. Apparently we were not doing it right before. We were just shooting at nothing. What keeps looking at me? That keeps looking at me, okay. And I am confident some of those viewers, we were talking about rage baiting, I'm confident some of those viewers come by just to hate my recipes. Like my caffeine or carbonated coffee. I'm fairly confident some people are here just to hate that. So I guess I do have my own set of rage baits as well. We hit, direct hit. One more. One more, come on. Destroy it. I enjoy watching Snark channels because I like the drama, but I like it all wrapped up in a neat bow, so I don't have to watch 100 TikToks on it. That's why Dex is here. Dex is the original hater. That is true. Dex is my most infamous and original hater. That is absolutely accurate. Is this working? Okay, that worked. We sunk their battleship. Now we need to shoot that other one in the sky, or is that it? Are we done? Okay, we're done. Let's get out of here. And that is another problem our society has. That there's no easy fix for, but like Emmy and I were talking about this yesterday, that so many young kids have been conditioned to be told if anyone disagrees with you, then they hate you. If anyone has a different opinion than you, they hate you. If anyone wants something that you don't want, then they are against you or they hate you or they're bad. And kids have like this whole mentality of like, if you say anything negative or criticize me in any way, then you're just a hater and I don't have to listen to you. And like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of haters, but also like, just because someone's giving you constructive criticism doesn't mean they hate you. Sometimes you just need the constructive criticism, right? And I feel like we've lost that ability to get the constructive criticism because people just dismiss it as, oh, you're just a hater, so I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to listen to anything you're saying. And again, it's a delicate balance because there are a lot of haters, but also there's a lot of people who need some criticism in their life. Are grackles not common in my state? I don't know. I think grackles are common here. It's just, it's a really good and cute picture. I love, that's my thing. My whole thing is animal photography because I love getting to capture, like, so many animals have like this essence and spirit about them that just, it's just so much more interesting to me than capturing landscapes and things like that. I'm not a hater, you're just wrong a lot. See, and that is what people need to hear. That is what the people need to hear. I'm not a hater, you're just wrong. I feel like the world could benefit from hearing that a little bit more.
5 minutes left. We can't stay this low much longer, Helldiver.
It's the same, like, I love going to dog parks and just walking around the dog park and seeing the dogs and taking photos of them and getting like their goofy faces and their smiles and everything like that. Like, there's just something magical about a dog's smile that I love to capture. And like, I know that some people, like, for some people that's like fashion, that's people. Like, I have no interest in it. Like, I've taken hundreds of photos of people and I've never seen a photo of a person where I was like, wow, there's so much to this photo. But you show me a good picture of like a squirrel or a cow or something, like, wow, look at the personality, look at the soul trying to shine through, right? Like, I don't know, it's just that's how you eat your specialty, right? Not everyone can be a person photographer, not everyone can be an animal photographer. It just so happened that animals were the thing that I love taking pictures of. Grackles are everywhere in Texas. I'll see one walk in my car for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're everywhere, but I don't know. That's like part of the reason I got into photography was just because, like, I always say God's the artist, I'm just the guy with the camera. Like, God has made all these beautiful landscapes and all these beautiful creatures and all these beautiful people, and I just like being able to take photos of it. So, are grackles common? Probably. Does that make it any less special to me when I get a good photo of one? Not at all. Like, I'm just documenting what God's made for us, right? Like, that's my job, is just to document it. Okay, let's try this again. See if we can actually get a hit with one of those that doesn't end in the death of me. They're not over here. I'll tell you what I also love getting pictures of is hummingbirds. But those guys, hummingbirds are so hard to get a good photo of because they're just so fast and so all over the place. It is so hard to get a good photo of hummingbirds.
Watch where you're standing.
Let's see. Okay. We have no stems left. Oh, I thought I had my backpack on. Apparently we do not have my backpack on. All right, we're dead. I thought we could just jetpack over those guys, but apparently I've just not been paying enough attention today because I've had so many dumb deaths. But the mission is complete. I guess that's all that matters, right? Super Earth is safe for another day, but we're dead. Oh wait. No, I wasn't ready. I didn't know I had one more life left.
Helldiver, reporting to the
Where did it even put us? Oh, it spawned us as far away as possible. Thanks, Super Earth.
Deploying equipment package.
All right, let's grab our jetpack and see if that will help us get to where we're going. Here we go. I am doing dumb ways to die today. That is accurate. We're running. Oh, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
We made it.
That will teach the Illuminate to challenge Super Earth.
That was an embarrassing match. I definitely did very terrible on that. I should have done better. We'll do better next time. But yes, go see the How to Train Your Dragon movie. I hope that it is successful enough that they can do the whole series. The only thing I wish they would have changed is there was one joke they made in the original How to Train Your Dragon that I really hated. And that's where they did like the whole, you need to be less of this. You just referenced all of me. I know. And they did that joke like 4 times. And they kept that joke in the movie. And to me, that is just such a lazy and dumb joke. And like, yeah, if you did it once, okay, haha, funny joke. But doing it, they did it to death. And I hate that joke so much. So I wish they would have cut that joke out of the movie. But they were very faithful in making the movie a shot-for-shot remake. All right, we got 15 medals. We need 30 more, 40 more. All right, so why is no one joining my game? Are we on the wrong planet? No, we're on the right planet. There's people here. It's just, for some reason, no one wants to play with me today.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
All right, let's grab that stuff and let's I hope Disney learns from this. I very much doubt that. Unfortunately, it seems like Disney is
Launch initiated.
pretty much set on what they're doing with the live action movies. I don't think they're going to look at anyone else's success and be like, "Hey, I want some of that." I'm pretty sure they just don't care. Like, Disney basically has a license to print money. Even like their straight to DVD low tier garbage movies make them money, right? So like, if no matter what they do, they print money, what incentive do they have to actually like try and make things better? I just don't see them actually taking a lesson from anything, you know? I wish they would, because I've heard nothing but disappointing things about Lilo and Stitch, which was one of my favorites. The live-action Mulan was a tragedy in many, many ways. So Yeah, I wish they would take a note from it, but I'm pretty sure that's just not going to happen.
Deploying sentry.
Ooh,
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement.
I got sniped. I have a friend who makes the same type of joke, the hardly know her joke. I've gotten in the habit of just hanging up on him. I know I complain a lot about this, but this just goes right back to TikTok, right? That is also my problem with TikTok, is how many like content creators get really popular off of making one joke, and then they just remake that same joke over and 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 over again. Like there's one guy who uses this really it's one of those like TikTok filters that's supposed to make your face look ugly. And he goes on there and he talks about like, this is my method for, I'm a DoorDash driver and this is how I steal food from people when they don't tip me properly. Like, okay, funny joke, good, haha. And then he made another one and another one and another one. And now he's got like 60 videos of this is how I steal food from people who don't tip me on DoorDash. Like, it's the same joke. You've made the same joke for 60 videos and people are still laughing at it, still enjoying. Like, what? How can someone see the same joke 60 times? And I know like another popular one, I know I'm going to get flack for it. There's a guy who does like I'm Chad. This is the life of an unemployed hustler or unemployed streamer or lazy boss's son. And like, yeah, we all know the joke. You made the joke. But did we really need a whole series out of it? Do we really need you making 3 videos a day, every day for a year of the same joke of, haha, I'm an unemployed deadbeat loser, and everyone laughing? Like, really? Do we really need that joke that many times over and over and over and over and over again? I don't get why people subscribe to channels like that. Like, yes, please, I want to hear the same joke every single day for the rest of my life. Like, why do people subscribe to that? Why do they want to hear the same joke? Because if he does something different, the algorithm won't feed his content. Yeah, I understand that part of it. Yeah, that's the number one thing people tell me all the time. Because like some days I do Dungeons and Dragons memes because I like Dungeons and Dragons. Some days I talk about Catholicism. Some days we do video games. Some days we do photography. Like, I love doing all sorts of content. But every single time I do that, people are like, oh, the algorithm's not going to help you out because it doesn't know where to put you. Like, okay, that's fine. I want people to watch me who want to watch my content, not people who only subscribe to me because I made D&D memes once, right? Like, I want people here who want to enjoy everything, not just, oh, make the same joke you've already made, please. Sounds like something that Trevor guy would do. I think that's his name. I think his name, I think the channel name is Chad, but I don't know what his actual name is. He just randomly comes across my feed.
Dropping package. Throwing supply beacon. Calling down a sentry.
Allied destroyer joining squadron.
And it's just like, it's killing TikTok because there's so many content creators who they want to create things and then they'll get burned out and then they start complaining about the same thing you're saying where they're like, well, I have to make the same joke over and over because now that's what my audience expects. And like, that's the whole reason I stopped playing Mario Maker, honestly. Like, I enjoyed Mario Maker, don't get me wrong. I thought Mario Maker was a ton of fun. I liked making the content, but there were people who were joining the channel and demanding like, if you don't play Mario Maker, then I'm not going to watch you. It's like, well, I don't want that kind of viewer, right? Like, I want you here because you enjoy hanging out with me, you enjoy watching my stuff, you enjoy me for me. And if you're just gonna say, well, if you're not gonna play Mario Maker, then I'm not going to watch you. Okay, fine, then we're just not gonna play Mario Maker, and the problem's solved, right? So I don't want to get caught in that whole vicious cycle of you have to do what the audience says because your audience is your boss. I do understand, like, especially if you're making money off of it, yes, your audience is your boss, but also, like, I have a daytime job, so I don't have to listen to y'all if I don't want to. I will, occasionally, but I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to have to do what the internet tells me to do. Alright, let's stun that guy. Turn in the box.
Dropping package.
Mission complete, and now we die. It's the same thing with like, I know that TikTok started as like a lip syncing and dancing app, but like, and maybe I'm just old, but why did people want that? Like, why do you want to watch some random person lip sync and dance to a song? Like, what is, I've never understood the entertainment in lip syncing. Like, again, maybe that's a me problem. Maybe I don't understand, but why does anyone want to watch anyone lip sync? Like, okay, so you're not actually singing, so there's no stuff there. So why? What is entertaining about watching someone pretend to sing a song that you know that they're not singing? I don't get it. USPS is aggravating. I think that might be the most true statement I've heard so far today. That is definitely true.
I'm on it.
Come on. Hear the beep. There we go. See if we can blow this guy out of the area. Nope, we missed. So we're awful. I could really use some stems. Let's resupply.
Fly.
Freedom forever!
They can't deliver to my apartment because our package lockers have problems, so they leave a slip to pick up the local post office. Okay, but if they can leave a slip on the door, did they at least try to like knock on your door and leave the package at the door? Because if they can deliver the slip to the door, then they could also just have brought the package up to the door, right?
The extraction shuttle awaits your request.
I do not miss the apartment package lockers are one of the most frustrating things ever. That is such an awful. I'm glad that they have them for people who want to use them, but like, yeah, ours were always broken, and for some reason, and it's maybe this is one of those like dumb teenage kid things, but for some reason they get vandalized a lot where people like break the locks, and I don't understand why they would do that. Because like, okay, you're sticking it to the man by making sure that people can't get their packages. Like, is that really like... again, I know I'm spending my whole day here complaining and saying I don't understand people. I guess maybe that's just the crux of the issue, is I just don't understand people, why they do the things they do, why teenagers think, I know, I'm bored, I'm going to break these locks. Why? I was a bored teenager once. I never thought, I'm bored, I'm gonna go destroy property. Like, I don't get it. I deleted TikTok, it wasted my time. I definitely feel like the world would be a better place without TikTok. And I know that the next TikTok ban isn't it? It's today, right? Like, today is supposed to be the day that either TikTok was sold to an American company or got banned. And I'm pretty sure they're just gonna keep extending it out. Like, the world would definitely be a better place without TikTok. That is, I think that is indisputable. And I know that there's a lot of people, probably younger, who would say, no, TikTok is where I found, you know, my family and my community and all these things. And like, it's great that you found like-minded people to hang out with, and I'm glad you found a community, but at the same time, I think that I think that they're lost in the whole. You understand that TikTok's not real, right? Like that's the internet, and they say, okay, well, if you take TikTok away, then I will lose my community. Then it's not really a community, right? Like if you were actually like friends in a community, you would have a Discord or phone numbers or places to send postcards or something, right? So like, is it really a community, or is it just a bunch of people who are conveniently in the same space? I feel like they don't understand the difference between that. Also, on the topic of same spaces, I discovered a subreddit yesterday that no one should ever go to this subreddit. It is the worst place in the world. someone has made a subreddit dedicated to taking pictures of chairs, specifically chairs after tournaments of like Magic the Gathering, Warhammer, or Pokemon. And that is the most absurd, gross, and vile place on the internet. Like, I know that it's a whole meme about like Magic the Gathering and Warhammer players not bathing, but like, it's a meme for a reason, right? People make the joke because it's unfortunately reality that there are many, many, many stinky players. Like the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Had to make it an official rule that you could be penalized and banned for not showering says volumes about those fandoms. And so this guy goes around the internet and collects pictures of soiled chairs after Magic the Gathering players have sat in them for a tournament, and it's just heinous doesn't even begin to describe it. He already extended it. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. My prediction is that he threatened to ban it. He saw how unpopular it was, and so now he's just going to continually extend it until it's not his problem anymore. He'll leave it for the next president or the next person in power will have to deal with it, because he realized if he actually does ban it, then everyone will hate him. So he's just going to continually extend it and go back on his word until he can make it someone else's problem. That is 100% my prediction of what's going to happen. So I'm not shocked that he already did that. Because last time someone reported on his numbers, he was sitting at like a 38% approval rating, one of the lowest approval ratings of all time. So there's no way he's going to do something that will lower that even more, right? His ego can't handle that. So he's just going to wait until it's someone else's problem. But like when we were shopping at Costco a while back, and there was like a 3-year-old who was just doing like noises for viral TikToks at the time, and it's like this poor kid is not going to get a strong chance at it if they're already brain rotted on YouTube. Eventually, I imagine you'd start talking outside of TikTok. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying, right? Like if you've got a really good community, you say that this is my found family, then you should have a Discord. You should have their phone number. You should have their address for a pen pal. You should have something else. If the banning of TikTok destroys your ability to communicate with these people, I don't think they were ever your friends to begin with, right? Like you would think that if they were that close and that important to you, you would have some other way to communicate with them. That's just all I'm saying, is that maybe if these people are that important to you, you should bring them out of the internet sphere and into something else. Okay, precision strike, that's good. All right, we got one last. Oh no, there's a zapper. Oh, we're in trouble. Well, I tried. We jumped right into that, like a fly into a bug zapper. We flew right into the electricity. That was embarrassing. I'm looking up the stinky chair subreddit. I don't know what it was called, because it was like a news article that was talking about it, but. If you Google Magic the Gathering tournament chairs, it should bring that up and what they were talking about, and you will regret. You will have so much regret for doing that. It is not for the weak of heart. But I'm glad I'm not the only person who will know of this existence. So, Thank you, Dex, for being the brave volunteer to go learn about the Magic the Gathering chairs. I hope this man who came in after me doesn't try to skip me in line as we wait in the lobby. Probably will. People... I know that people say, like, the UK does this better, but it does seem like people struggle to understand the concept of lines sometime, especially in America. We do not do lines very well in America. And, like, there's a comedian who does a bit about this, but he's so absolutely spot on that, like, I absolutely hate going to the grocery store where it's an every man for himself sort of thing. Like, okay, so you've got 15 check stands, 6 of them are manned, but like everyone is every man for himself. You just kind of walk up to a line and hope you get into the right line, but you might choose the wrong line. And if you go in the wrong line, you'll be sitting there for hours while everyone else can go ahead. Why isn't there one line and the next person in queue goes to the right check stand? That way everyone gets served in a timely and fair manner. It makes me so mad when it's not that way. And like, I got... Through my fault. I got so angry in a Chick-fil-A line because there's 2 lines at the Chick-fil-A. Both lines had 1 car in it, so I chose one line, and I got stuck behind a guy who literally took 15 minutes to order $150 worth of food through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. So on this side, 6 cars got to go, but because I chose the wrong line, now I'm stuck here wasting my time. Like, why is there a wrong line? Why doesn't everyone sit in one line and you just go to the next available person? That way it's fair and equitable for everyone. That drives me absolutely bonkers how terribly we handle lines in America. Why does it have to be chaos? Why can't we just... It's simple, right? Like, I'm not a genius. And I figured that out in 10 seconds of, okay, instead of lining up at every single one, we make one line and the person just goes to the next available person like a bank, and boom, problem solved. Why aren't we doing that? Why does it have to be an ordeal every time at every place? I hate grocery shopping. The good news on hating grocery shopping is it seems like, especially like with Walmart locking everything up, that we are going back to the olden days of you don't get to grocery shop anymore. You're gonna have to place an order through the app and they'll bring it out to your car. So it seems like we're probably not gonna have to grocery shop for much longer, because with them locking everything up, it's only a matter of time before they say the most efficient and best way to do this is for you just to order everything through the app and we'll go pick it up and then we'll bring it out to you. And I'm just fine with that. I am perfectly fine with that. I like self-checkout, but I don't like that there are entire like Reddit communities dedicated to how to steal from self-checkout. Like, that's the reason the self-checkout at Walmart now sucks and why things are locked up and so many other problems, is that people just can't be responsible or trusted. Like, do we really need a subreddit dedicated to how to steal? Really? It's the same thing with like the piracy subreddit. I despise the piracy subreddit because they exist simply to tell people how to better steal from everyone. Chick-fil-A should have moved you over. They couldn't because the line, like their drive-thru is really thin and I would have had to back up, and I don't think they wanted me to go into reverse because of liability. So they just made me sit there and wait. Male Instacarters are a thing. Yeah, I know that's another one of those TikTok jokes that has become so overused that I despise seeing it. Like, I don't doubt that male Instacarters are a thing. I don't use Instacart, so I've never experienced it personally. But did we really need 50 TikTok creators making 100 TikToks? And like, again, there's a whole series where a guy does that's their entire content now. Is they'll like pick up a bag of cheese and like, we're out of cheese. Is dog food okay? Like, okay, you made the joke. That was a funny joke. But do we really need a daily video of you making that same joke every single day? Oh, it just... It, ah, it toasts my waffles. I tell you what. Also, you know what else toasts my waffles? Have you seen the King of the Hill revival? I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. But okay, we're gonna pull this up. We're gonna pull this up. Where's my internet tab?
The citizens of this city will thank you.
Bear with me. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up an image. And I cannot for the life of me figure out why they did this. As soon as my game finishes. Come on, load faster. Yes, yes, we won. Faster. Holy cow, can you load any slower, game? I just want to move on.
Allied destroyer.
There we go. Okay. Now. Let's grab a new source. Let's grab a window capture. And now Helldiver's locked up. I promise I'm pulling it up still. It's just everything that can go wrong wants to go wrong right now because that's just how it works, apparently. Here we go. Okay. King of the Hill revival. Hank looks fine. That looks like an older Hank. Bobby looks a little bit older. What did they do to Peggy? Like, Peggy looks like a ghoul from Fallout. Like, I don't know why they made her design the way they did, but like, I feel like they did Peggy so dirty in this reboot. Like, I feel like they messed up her design so bad because every time I see her, all I can think of is like the ghoul. Like, I do not know what it is about Peggy's design, but something they did on her design reminds me of ghouls from Fallout, and I think they did Peggy so dirty. So I really hope, I know they're not going to, but I hope they redesign her and give her a better design. Because, like, people already hate Peggy, and I get that she's kind of made to be hated, but I feel like she's a good character, and she's just overly hated, and I feel like this new design is just going to give people even more reason to hate her. When she's a good character, even if she's designed to be hated a little bit, and I don't want people to just dismiss her. Because there's some great Peggy Hill episodes, even if she's occasionally insufferable. I just feel like people are going to hate her even more now. So they did Peggy Hill dirty. Poor Peggy. All right. It is 6:30. Which means it is time for me to go do some chores and get ready for this horrible dentist appointment. So, as always, let's end with our prayer. Oh, good. It messed up my prayer sign again. Let's fix that. There we go. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for us. Today, we continue to pray for the victims of war, the people who are suffering right now. Lord, help to bring about peace in the Middle East and all wars that are ongoing on earth currently. We pray for those who don't have enough food, who don't have enough water. Lord, help to feed them. We pray for the people who are discerning the vocation of the priesthood, though the priesthood is a very lonely job for many, and we are losing our priests. Lord, help to replenish our priests and help people who feel called to it to explore that vocation. We pray for all the people who are doctors, all the people who are vets, all the people who are caretakers, all the people working in nursing homes. Lord, help our medical staff. We continue to pray for all the people who have graduated and don't know what's coming next, what they're going to do with their lives. Lord, help to guide them on this next step in their journey, whether that be college, whether that be trade school, whether that be the priesthood, whatever comes next for them. Lord, help to guide them. And finally, we pray for those in purgatory, those who've been forgotten, those who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, that is it for me today. We'll be streaming again on Monday, maybe. If I'm not live on Monday, that means the dentist got me, folks. If I'm not here on Monday, that means they broke open my jaw and I didn't make it out of the dentist alive. So here's hoping I stream on Monday. Oh, excuse me. We will hopefully have some new fun games to play on Monday. We'll see. I'm playing with a few different things. So have a blessed day, everyone. A good weekend, and we will see you hopefully on Monday.